channel. wildlifeLensTV, WLTV. Cinematic documentary. Title: The Secret World of Elephants, Earth's Greatest Giants. Opening. Long before humans built cities, before roads divided forests, before history was written, there were giants. Not mythical creatures, not dinosaurs, but living mountains that still walk the earth today. Every step they take shakes the ground. Every family they lead carries generations of wisdom. Every journey changes the landscape itself. They remember places hidden for decades. They mourn their dead. They celebrate new life. They protect one another with astonishing courage. And despite weighing as much as 7 cars, their greatest power isn't their size. It's their intelligence, their compassion, and the invisible world they create for thousands of other animals. Today, we enter the secret lives of Earth's greatest land mammals, to discover why elephants are far more than giants. They are the architects of Africa and Asia. And without them, entire ecosystems could disappear. Chapter 1. The giant that rules the land. Imagine standing face to face with an animal over 13 feet tall. An animal weighing more than 7 tons. Strong enough to push down mature trees, yet gentle enough to lift a single blade of grass. This is the elephant, the undisputed king of the land. No living land animal is larger. No other mammal shapes the wilderness quite like it. For millions of years, elephants have dominated landscapes across Africa and Asia. Their ancestors once walked nearly every continent on Earth. Today, only 3 species remain. The African savanna elephant, the largest land animal alive. The African forest elephant, smaller, darker, living deep within dense rainforests. And the Asian elephant, slightly smaller, with shorter ears, a rounded back, and incredible adaptability to tropical forests. Although they share ancient ancestry, each species evolved to master different environments. African elephants survive scorching temperatures reaching over 100 degrees Fahrenheit. Their enormous ears work like giant cooling fans, radiating excess body heat into the surrounding air. Asian elephants evolved inside the Yuma jungles, where maneuverability through thick vegetation became more important than massive body size. Their smaller ears reduce damage from dense forest. Even their trunks differ subtly in design. African elephants possess 2 finger-like tips, allowing astonishing precision. Asian elephants have only 1, yet remain remarkably skilled. Every feature tells a story written over millions of years of evolution. But elephants don't dominate because they're merely large. They dominate because every part of their body is engineered for survival. Wherever elephants travel, the land changes behind them. Trees fall. Paths appear. Seeds spread. Water emerges. Entire ecosystems begin to transform. Few animals influence life around them as profoundly. They are simply residents of nature. They are its builders. Scientists often call elephants ecosystem engineers. It's a title earned through constant action. An elephant family may travel more than 30 miles in a single day. Along the way, they clear trails through forests, open grasslands, spread hundreds of plant species, and even dig for underground water. Those water holes, created by one elephant, can later save countless animals during drought. Antelope, birds, monkeys, even predators depend upon them. Without realizing it, the elephant becomes a provider for the entire wilderness. No other land mammal transforms landscapes on such an enormous scale. That is why, when elephants disappear, entire ecosystems begin to unravel. But extraordinary size alone doesn't explain their success. The true secret lies within a body unlike any other creature ever to walk the earth. A masterpiece of evolution, perfected over millions of years. Chapter 2. Built like no other animal. At first glance, the elephant seems almost impossible. A giant body, towering legs, enormous ears, a nose stretching nearly 7 feet long. Yet every feature serves a purpose. Every inch has been refined by evolution. Nothing is wasted. The most extraordinary of all is the trunk. The elephant's trunk contains approximately 40,000 muscles. For comparison, the entire human body contains just over 600. There are no bones, no joints, only an incredibly complex network of muscle fibers. This living masterpiece can uproot heavy tree branches, lift logs weighing hundreds of pounds, or gently pick up a tiny berry without crushing it. It functions as a nose, an arm, a hand, a drinking straw, a shower, a snorkel, and a powerful weapon. Each day, an elephant may inhale nearly 2 gallons of water into its trunk before spraying it directly into its mouth. They also shower themselves, coating their skin with mud, which protects against insects and the scorching African sun. Enjoying this documentary? Subscribe to Wildlife Lens TV for more cinematic wildlife stories every week. Your support helps bring the wonders of nature to more people around the world. Chapter 3. Smarter than most animals. What truly separates elephants from nearly every other animal on Earth isn't their incredible size. It isn't their strength. It's what happens inside their minds. Hidden beneath that massive skull lies one of the largest and most complex brains of any land animal. An adult elephant's brain weighs nearly 11 pounds, around 3 times heavier than a human brain. But size alone doesn't determine intelligence. What matters is how that brain is wired. In elephants, the connections are extraordinary. Scientists have discovered that elephants possess highly developed areas associated with memory, learning, social behavior, and emotional processing. They don't simply react to the world. They understand it. They remember it. And they learn from it. An old African proverb says, "An elephant never forgets." Science suggests there is remarkable truth behind those words. Matriarchs, the oldest females in the herd, carry decades of experience. They remember hidden watering holes, safe migration routes, dangerous predators, even places they haven't visited for years. During severe droughts, those memories can mean the difference between life and death. Entire families survive because one experienced elephant remembers where water once flowed long ago. Knowledge becomes inheritance, passed silently from one generation. But memory is only the beginning. When scientists placed large mirrors before elephants, something astonishing happened. Most animals believed they were seeing another creature. Elephants eventually recognized the reflection as themselves. One female repeatedly touched a painted mark on her own forehead, using the mirror to inspect herself. This ability, known as self-recognition, is incredibly rare. Only a handful of species, including great apes, dolphins, and magpies, have consistently demonstrated it. It suggests a level of self-awareness once thought unique to humans. To the next. Elephants also solve problems in remarkable ways. They cooperate. They plan. They improvise. Researchers have watched elephants move heavy objects together to reach food that neither could access alone. Others have been seen dragging logs beneath hanging branches, creating makeshift platforms, then climbing onto them to reach fruit beyond their normal height. This isn't instinct alone. It's innovation. The ability to adapt when circumstances change. One of the defining characteristics of intelligence, perhaps most touching of all, is their emotional intelligence. Elephants comfort distressed family members. They celebrate newborn calves. They become visibly excited when reunited after long separations. When one elephant suffers, others often respond immediately, gently touching the injured animal with their trunks, standing nearby, offering reassurance. These are not random actions. They reveal empathy, a trait once believed to belong almost exclusively to humans. But intelligence alone isn't enough. To survive across vast landscapes, elephants must stay connected. And they do so using one of the most extraordinary communication systems ever discovered. Chapter 4. The Language of Giants. Imagine hearing a conversation without making a sound. Imagine speaking to someone more than 6 miles away. For elephants, this is everyday life. Much of their communication happens beyond the limits of human hearing, through powerful low-frequency sounds called infrasound. These deep vibrations travel across open plains, passing through air, and even through the ground itself. An elephant several miles away can detect the message long before another human hears anything at all. Scientists believe elephants use these hidden signals to announce danger, coordinate migrations, locate distant family members, and even attract potential mates. Each rumble carries information. Who is calling? Where they are? How urgent the message may be. It's a natural communication network, operating across an entire landscape. Long before humans invented radio, not every message requires sound. Sometimes, the trunk says everything. Two elephants approach. Their trunks gently intertwine. They explore each other's faces, mouths, and temporal glands. To us, it looks like a greeting. To them, it's a detailed exchange of information. Every scent reveals identity, health, emotional state, even reproductive condition. A single greeting can communicate more than dozens of spoken words. Their ears speak too. Wide ears held high may signal alertness. Rapid flapping can indicate excitement or aggression. A lowered head, extended trunk, and fully spread ears create an intimidating display, warning rivals to keep their distance. Even posture carries meaning. A relaxed stance reassures calves. A protective circle around newborns announces danger. Every movement, every touch, every vibration forms part of a sophisticated language perfected over millions of years. Chapter 5. Family comes first. For elephants, family is everything. Unlike many mammals that spend much of their lives alone, elephants build societies that can last for generations. At the heart of every herd stands one remarkable individual, the matriarch. She is not the strongest, nor the fastest. She leads because she knows. Her memory holds decades of experience, where to find water during drought, which paths avoid danger, and when to move before the seasons change. When she decides to walk, the herd follows. Not out of fear, but out of trust. A typical elephant family consists of mothers, sisters, aunts, grandmothers, and their calves. Young males eventually leave the herd as they mature, but females often remain with their families for life. This creates one of the most stable social structures in the animal kingdom. Every calf grows surrounded by experienced caregivers. Every adult shares responsibility. Every life matters. When a calf is born, the celebration begins immediately. After nearly 22 months of pregnancy, the longest gestation of any land mammal, a newborn enters the world already waiting to protect it. The calf may weigh over 200 pounds. Yet within minutes, it struggles to stand. Its legs tremble. It falls. Then tries again. The entire herd forms a living wall around the newborn. Predators are kept at a distance. Curious strangers are turned away. Every trunk reaches out, touching, guiding, welcoming the newest member of the family. Motherhood is never a lonely journey. Experienced females, known as alpha mothers, help care for the young. They babysit, protect, guide wandering calves back to safety, and teach them the unwritten rules of elephant society. These helpers allow mothers to feed, rest, and recover. It is cooperation at its finest. A community where success depends on working together. As calves grow, they learn through play. They chase birds, splash through rivers, practice mock battles with their trunks. Every playful moment builds strength, coordination, and confidence. Mistakes become lessons. Curiosity becomes survival. In an elephant family, education never stops. Perhaps the most profound evidence of their social bonds appears in moments of loss. When an elephant dies, the herd often refuses to leave immediately. Family members gently touch the body with their trunks, stand silently nearby. Some return to the same location days, months, even years later. Scientists continue to study this behavior. Whether it represents grief, memory, or something beyond our understanding. One thing is clear: the dead are not forgotten. Family gives elephants strength. But even the strongest family must face a world filled with danger. Every journey, every season, every day brings new challenges. Chapter 6: Survival against nature. Life in the wild is never guaranteed. For elephants, survival depends on movement, water, food, and constant awareness. Every sunrise begins a new search. An adult elephant consumes nearly 300 pounds of vegetation each day. Grass, leaves, bark, roots, fruit. No single location can support a herd forever. So they travel. Sometimes 20, even 30 miles in a single day. Their journeys shape entire landscapes. Water is life. During the dry season, ancient rivers disappear. Small ponds evaporate. The land cracks beneath the relentless sun. Yet experienced matriarchs remember places others cannot. Hidden springs, seasonal wetlands, underground water trapped beneath dry riverbeds. Using powerful feet and sensitive trunks, elephants dig. Soon, fresh water begins to seep upward. The entire family drinks. Then something remarkable happens. Other animals arrive. Zebras, buffalo, antelope, birds, even predators. One elephant's effort becomes a lifeline for an entire ecosystem. But danger is never far away. For newborn calves, lions remain the greatest natural threat. A pride may quietly follow a herd, waiting for darkness, waiting for weakness, waiting for opportunity. Yet elephants rarely stand alone. At the first sign of danger, adults immediately surrounded the young. They form a defensive circle. Heads lowered, tusks forward, trunks raised. Together, they become an almost impenetrable fortress. Even Africa's most powerful predators often decide the risk isn't worth it. Nature tests elephants in countless ways. Violent storms, blistering heat, flooded rivers, dense forests, treacherous mountain passes. Yet their adaptability allows them to survive in habitats ranging from African deserts to Asian rainforests. Few mammals have mastered such diverse environments. Every evening, the pace slows. The family gathers. Calves remain safely in the center. Adults stand watch through the night. Tomorrow, another journey begins. Another search for food. Another lesson passed from one generation to the next. For elephants, survival has never depended on strength alone. It depends on memory, cooperation, leadership, and family. Every path they walk, every tree they push aside, every seed they carry, leaves a lasting mark on the world around them. These giants don't simply survive in nature. They help create it. In the final chapter, we'll discover why elephants are known as the greatest ecosystem engineers on Earth, the threats that now endanger their future, and how people around the world are working to ensure these magnificent giants never disappear. Discover in the following chapter. Chapter 7. The greatest ecosystem engineers. A single elephant can change an entire landscape. Not in years. Not in months. But every single day. While most animals simply adapt to their environment, elephants reshape it. They are nature's architects. Where they walk, life follows. Every day, an elephant consumes hundreds of pounds of vegetation. Branches, leaves, bark, fruit. As they feed, they open dense forests. Sunlight reaches the ground. New grasses begin to grow. Soon, antelope arrive. Then zebras, buffalo, rhinos, and the predators that follow them. One elephant creates opportunities for dozens of other species. But their influence stretches far beyond what we can see. Many of Africa's largest trees depend on elephants. As elephants eat fruit, they swallow hundreds of seeds. Hours later, sometimes miles away, those seeds return to the earth, wrapped in nutrient-rich fertilizer. Without elephants, many forests would struggle to regenerate. Future generations of trees depend on these wandering giants. During drought, their importance becomes even greater. Using powerful feet and extraordinary memory, elephants dig deep into dry riverbeds. Water slowly rises. Soon, birds gather. Warthogs arrive. Monkeys climb down from nearby trees. Even lions drink peacefully beside animals they might normally hunt. For a brief moment, the elephant has created a place where survival matters more than competition. Scientists estimate that thousands of species benefit directly or indirectly from healthy elephant populations. Remove the elephants, and entire ecosystems begin to change. Forests become denser. Grasslands disappear. Water sources vanish. Biodiversity declines. Protecting elephants means protecting countless other forms of life. That is why they are known as the greatest ecosystem engineers on Earth. For millions of years, elephants shaped the natural world. But today, the greatest threat they face is no longer nature. It is us. Chapter 8. Can we save the last giants? Once, millions of elephants roamed Africa and Asia. Today, their future is uncertain. Every year, thousands are lost to poaching. Illegal ivory markets continue to threaten one of Earth's most extraordinary animals. A single pair of tusks can take decades to grow. Yet one gunshot can erase a lifetime. Habitat loss creates another silent crisis. As forests become farms and grasslands become cities, ancient migration routes disappear. Families that once traveled freely now encounter fences, roads, railways, and expanding human settlements. When elephants search for food, they sometimes enter farmland. For struggling communities, a single night can destroy an entire harvest. This conflict places both people and elephants in danger. Yet, there is hope. Across Africa and Asia, dedicated conservationists are proving that coexistence is possible. Wildlife corridors reconnect ancient migration routes. Communities receive support to protect crops without harming elephants. Park rangers risk their lives to stop poachers. Veterinarians rescue injured calves. Researchers track elephant movements using satellite collars, helping prevent future conflicts. Every successful effort gives the next generation another chance. The future of elephants will not be decided by elephants alone. It will be decided by the choices humans make. Every protected habitat, every law enforced, every child taught to value wildlife, every person who refuses to buy illegal ivory. These choices matter. Because when elephants survive, entire ecosystems survive with them. Final conclusion, though. For millions of years, they have walked these lands. They have shaped forests, created rivers, raised generations, remembered the past, and taught us that true strength is measured not only by power, but by wisdom, compassion, and family. The story of elephants is ultimately the story of life itself. A reminder that even the largest giants can depend upon the smallest acts of protection. If we choose wisely today, future generations will still hear the deep rumble of elephants across Africa and Asia. And the world will remain forever richer because of them. If this journey inspired you, please support Wildlife Lens TV by subscribing and turning on notifications. Watch our next wildlife documentary to discover another incredible creature whose survival shapes the natural world. Share this documentary with someone who loves wildlife, because every view helps spread awareness for conservation. Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and never stop protecting the wild. Thanks for watching.